I wasn't raised Christian. I was unbaptized until I was 21. And I had my first real encounter with the Christian faith taught by a Christian when I was about 18 in college. A man had the courage to come up to me randomly, a total stranger, and invited me to study the Bible with him one-on-one. And through that Bible study, I began to get an experience of Scripture and began to learn the faith. I was lacking something that most Catholics have, though, which is an exposure really to the whole Scripture over the course of their lives. Some people might say, well, I went to Mass my whole life, but I didn't pay that much attention, or I didn't really understand the homilies, But the fact is, just hearing the Scriptures proclaimed at Mass teaches us a tremendous amount. I had none of that. And so as I began to experience the Bible for the first time, I had a very narrow window into the truth that God has revealed and shared with us through His sacred Scripture. Specifically, we went through the book of Genesis and then made a transition into the Gospel of John. And it was actually in reading the Gospel of John that my conversion took root, and especially in reading the prologue of John, I had a real grace to believe that this is the truth, that what is being taught in the Bible is the truth that I was seeking in so many ways in science and in my friendships and my different activities. I found that truth in a profound way through the Scriptures. I did a study abroad in Germany, and after about a month in Germany, we had a holiday off from school on a Thursday, and I was asking people, what is this feast that we're celebrating? Christi Himmelfahrt. What is that? And they said, well, it's the Ascension. And I said, what's the Ascension? I've never heard of the Ascension, because my only exposure to the Christianity was through the Gospel of John, and there's no recounting of the Ascension in the Gospel of John. And I can testify in my own life to the value of a holy day, of a holiday, teaching me about this Christian mystery. And so following this, I looked up in the Bible in the Gospel of Luke, and also recounted in the Acts of the Apostles what the ascension of the Lord was. And it expanded my whole idea. I thought that the Lord had just risen and that was it. We learn so much in our faith, but also through holidays and holy days and worshiping, celebrating those, and taking the opportunity to learn more deeply what is the meaning of these days that we celebrate.